Alright, so this is how I flush the coolant in my system. First off, this is the coolant I use here. And the reason why I chose this is, I went into the Ferrari chat and those chat forums to see which coolant do I use, and everybody seemed to have a different opinion. And the coolant that's in the manual is no longer available. So I went to the dealership and I figured whatever it is those mechanics are using, that's what I get. So I went to the parts department. I said, I need coolant. Here's my car. Here's my VIN number. And he asked what color the coolant was. It's green. Great. He left, came back, ready to purchase it. And I look into it and it was blue. So I thought my sure-proof plan of going straight to the dealer, it would guarantee me the right coolant. It wasn't. So he had to go back, and this is what he came back with. And now I find I can only buy this online. I can't find it anywhere locally. And now it's the last year I was able to find the concentrate. Now this time I can only find the mix. And I think they're about 20 bucks a gallon, so they're pretty pricey. But that's what I'm using. It's working. Now Ferrari has two radiators up in the front. And the way you drain them is you got these little plastic things right there that you just twist and the coolant comes off. Now, what I hear is these, because they're plastic, they can break. And so some people don't flush the radiator unless they have these extra on hand in case they break. Well, let's see what happens when I turn mine. It doesn't look like it broke on me. Let's see how much coolant comes out. I've already drained some of it. Oh, there we go. Yay, nice pretty green. Oh, not much there because I already drained some of it from the back with some repairs I was doing. So I'm going to just let that drain for a little bit and I'll do the other side as well. You got to do both sides. Come down right to the radiator. Here it is. Cutting up a bit. Let's see if anything breaks. Oh no, it just comes off real and easy. Get my hands a little bit wet. And there you have it. Nice and easy. Let's see if we get the little plug. Now I kind of helped the coolant, push all the coolant out. I take one of those adapters I got from the Airlift and then use compressed air, kind of blow out some more coolant. See how well it works. Ooh, a lot of coolant. Push that down in there nice and good. I don't know if you can hear that. This is working. Very well. And one way to bleed it out is there's a bleeder valve way back in there that you can get access to, but it's not very easy. But the better way is to use one of these Airlift systems, and the model I have is where that thing is. Yeah, there it is. There's the model number, part number. And so let me show you how I do it. At first I didn't think I was going to be able to get this in. I thought I was going to have to use some type of universal adapter thing like this, which doesn't work very well. And then I tried this one a few times and was able to finally get it into this hole right there. Now I can't do it with one hand, so I'm going to have to stop this recording because you have to kind of pinch this rubber in there, but it will. So let me get that in there and I'll start the recording. There it is. It didn't take me very long to get that in there, but it did require two hands. And you just take this and cinch it up and get it all nice and tight. You got a good seal in there. Then connect your AC air compressor line to there, and this is the air compressor I'm using right here. Just a cheap one I got from Harbor Freight. There are the specifications, so that's all that's required to make this system work. So I just take this. Now this part is the same. You can find lots of videos online about using this system for your car, so I won't go into detail about this, but I'll hook this all up and show you it working. So there it is. Pulling the vacuum. In case there's any extra coolant, it goes out that way. So run this for a second. So one of the questions is, with the lines, suck up like that. They do. So once you draw out that vacuum, you turn off the system, close the valve, and then just see if you got any leaks in the system. Kind of wait for a while. My system's looking pretty good, so I'm ready to add the Freon, or I'm sorry, the coolant. Now, to minimize the amount of air in the system, what I've done is just poured the Freon into this hose, and then this part here connects there, and this part here gets placed into there. So that's what I'll do now. Somehow I've lost the footage of me removing the vacuum system, but you see how well it filled it up with the coolant. I didn't top any off. That's how much is there. That is too much from prior experience, so when I warm up the car, it will be leaking out until it reaches the proper level, but it's just that easy, and that's how I flush my system.